They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mass shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thumb Shem Yahweh to the sisters. We are the ISUPK, started out 125th 1 West Harlem, New York. Since 1969, man, the Commander Junior Hunter, we ain't affiliated with nobody. Oh, we got hopefully a Tawab class for y'all. You know, it's what we do. This is our profession, man, is being priests and officers in this school. You know, we go out throughout the cities and the country and the whole world and teach that so-called blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics are the true 12 tribes of Israel. We are the true children of the Most High God, right? And big shout out to everybody in the comments joining us in the class tonight. The water to everybody coming in. Y'all see tonight's topic. It's right there. It's history has the evidence the white man is the devil. And if you in this school, man, you probably done heard this a million times who the devil is, right? But a lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people think we just saying that to be racist or to be hurtful or harmful to people, and that is so untrue. The only thing we're doing is just bringing out what the Bible teaches, right? And knowing who the devil is very important, because we got our people believe that the devil is underground in a place with burning fire, surrounding him, and is holding the souls of those that go against the Most High. So we got blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians growing up in bad neighborhoods, drugs, molestation, all this evil stuff that we got going on around us and being done to us by a certain people, because we didn't just start doing these things. We picked up these habits from somebody, right? They say these habits come from all the bad things. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong now. Y'all get in the comments. All the bad things that God don't want us to do come from Satan, right? That's where we get it from, right? Now, that means we have to find out who Satan is, because I don't see no big, tall, red, monster-looking man with horns making or teaching anybody to do anything. But I do see a little tiny red man sitting in the White House. You understand what I'm saying? And his people influence the whole world. They teach. From their culture, we learn hatred. From their culture, we learn how to unalive people. From their culture, we learn what it means to be a hunter of men. You understand? And we're going to bring that out because this is so important, man. We're going to start with 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. We're going to start with verse 1. And this is why it's so important that we find out who and what the devil is, right? Because this is imperative to our freedom. And why do I say that? Because once you break free from evil, you can then go on to be righteous. The things that you want to see change in your community, the things that you want to see different in the barrio, the things that you want to turn around for the people on the reservation, it will happen. You understand? Once we get free, you can only get free with the truth. And that's why Christ spoke so much about it. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to even show you what Christ, you understand what I'm saying, dealt with the devil. Well, he had to flee from the devil. And I'm telling you, we ain't talking about no red man and no underground man who started a fight with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Christian church will have you think that Satan is like, how can I put this? Like Joker to Batman. Like the Most High is Batman and Satan is Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they say Batman don't never kill Joker because he need him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, the Most High don't need no damn body, man. Nobody. He created the angels to do what the angels are told to do. Ain't nobody in the heavens going against the Most High, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? And to teach that, it's evil in itself. You understand? So we got to understand like who the devil is, and we only gonna get that in the ISUPK under Command and General Hunter, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. You understand? You won't get it nowhere else. You won't get it in your Muslim mosque. You won't get it in the Christian church. You won't get it over there in the Cupcake Club and all of that. You won't get it. You can only get it here. All right. We're going to start out with the 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1, right? And I'm going to read that for y'all. It says, "Now beseech ye, brethren, by the coming of our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind." You understand? You know, this brother saying he don't want nothing. He don't want you to be shook up in your belief, right? We don't want y'all shook up in y'all belief, man. We want y'all to have a sober mind at what's going on around you. We gotta see with Black Hispanics and Native Indians, we got this thing what I like to call the hooky spooky, the heebie-jeebies. Everything around us or having to do with us is so superstitious. You understand? We think everything around us, if you split a pole, you'll unalive a brother for walking around the opposite side of the pole. Don't split that pole. Don't what's some of these little fables that we here too, sir? You know any? I know you got the black cat. Oh, my mama used to damn near crash the car if a black cat came in front of us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we so superstitious.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we are superstitious people, so we got to take out all the hooky spooky. And when the Christian church has taught us how to read this Bible in hooky spooky. We got to take that out, man. All right? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand the difference that a demon is not something jumping in your body and possessing you. You understand what I'm saying? What a demon is crack cocaine. You ever seen anybody smoke crack? Let me get a 1 in the chat, man. If y'all seen somebody smoke crack before. You ever see how somebody act when they smoke crack? You ever seen a heroin addict when they shoot heroin in their veins and their eyes roll into the back of their head and they slump down in them seats and that needle still sticking in their arm. You ever seen these brothers smoke this stuff called tunchi, where you have them bent, they standing up. I can't even, they standing up and their body is contorted all kinds of ways into which the human body should not be able to stand. That is a goddamn demon, man. We got to stop. A demon is your neighborhood drug dealer. He's a devil, which a lot of us in this school have been. The drug dealer is the devil, right? We're going to get a definition for you on that as well. You understand what I'm saying? But who gave the drug dealer in your neighborhood the drugs to be that demon or that devil and to cast those spirits on our people? We all know that. United States government. Well, no Africans giving us no drugs in our community. They don't got no poppy fields. They don't control the cocaine and the heroin that come in this country or go all over the earth. Our oppressor does, the white man, which is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. They are the ones who did that. So we got to understand, man, we don't want you shaken in mind by what we're saying, okay? We want you to be sober-minded, right? Or be troubled. Don't be troubled, man. Don't be dismayed by what's going on. Don't be so afraid of what's to come. The Christian church has totally left black folks, Hispanics, and Native Indians afraid of what's going on to the point where y'all are oblivious to it. Y'all still go in them churches on Sundays begging for prosperity. I want to prosper here. You're not going to be rich. You're not going to prosper. Okay? You're not. You're just not. You're not. What you're going to do is you're going to do what you can, and you're going to do the best with it what you can. That is it. If you just so happen to get into a certain area in life where you want to be at, be thankful. You understand it? But a lot of y'all got to get there and do some horrible things. Look at Diddy, man. Y'all just, and we got people attacking 50 Cent saying, hey, man, listen, he just doing this because of this and because of that. Y'all must forget, like, this Puff Daddy made advances at every man he could. There is a clip of this brother trying to touch Mike Tyson. Like, Mike, can y'all nigga, listen, can anybody tell me what it's like, what y'all think it would be like to have the courage to sit next to Mike Tyson on live television and literally try to feel on his leg, to where Mike Tyson himself even has to slouch over and look over like, Negro. Sean Puffy Combs is a predator, man. That man, listen, he don't deserve to be out at all. He is a predator. Do you know where he get that from, though? He get that from the people who gave him his money and his power, who gave him his fame. Period. Puff Daddy don't know how to hop, skip, sing, or whistle a damn tune. But that Negro is a music mogul. How? 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 Tell me how. I'll tell you how. Because he know how to bend it over. That's why he got in the position he got in, man. This man ain't nobody special. But the Christian church got us troubled, man, for what's going on with the world. You think the men and the women in the ISUPK, you think that we scared of what's going on? You think that we don't want the world to go into World War III? You are crazy. Because I had somebody ask me, sir, you probably had somebody ask you this too. Well, if America get bombed and destroyed, then what that means for us is something called the chariots. That's in the Bible too, as well. Mm-hmm. You understand? When this place get ready to get blown up, we won't even be here. That's right. I believe that. I believe it. You want to know why? Because the white man who was the devil, he talking about the spaceships every day on the news. I was born in 1982. If anybody else in here was born in the 80s or in the 70s, man, please get in the comments, man. Tell me this if I'm lying. You ain't never heard so much talk of outer space than you have in this time right here. Never. You've never heard this much talk about aliens, saucers, and all of this. And if y'all look, they bringing it out on certain news channels that the aliens ain't green little men, they black men. There's a book that tell you about that. It's called the Bible. The ISUPK and the Commander General Hunter been bringing that out since 1969. That the angels are black men. The scripture that we bringing out right now, sir, Salaka, is 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. So I mean, like, we got to understand, man, like, this Bible has all the answers in it. You just have to have someone who is going to be honest and truthful, you understand, to bring it out. Someone that, you know, doesn't have anything to gain as far as money or riches. You understand what I'm saying? What we have to gain here is a Salakia, excuse me, is a throne. That's what we want to gain. I want to rule. I want to make everyone who made all people suffer. I want to make them suffer too. Right? I want to see them suffer. I want to see justice. You understand? So bring on World War III. Bring on the bombs. You understand? Blow it all up. Because we know what's going to happen. Right? Back in verse 2, it says, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, is that the day of Christ is at hand. Don't be afraid that the day of Christ is at hand, basically. Don't be afraid. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. All these things have to happen. All of them have to happen. But another thing that has to happen, right? It's going to tell you. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, meaning the day of Christ. It will not come. It won't come, except, right? Except there come a falling away first. A falling away from what, you ask? When we fall away from the worship of the devil, which is the white man, which is through Christianity, man. We have to fall away from the rudiments of this world, man. We have to fall away from celebrating Christmas. We have to fall away from celebrating New Year's. We have to fall away from celebrating our birthdays. We have to fall away from eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. We have to fall away from the pastors. We have to fall away from the preachers, man. We got to fall away from TD Jakes, man. We got to get away from the gospel music. We got to get away from it. We got to stop living like we safe. Your life is in danger. Your life is in danger. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, your life is in danger. Look at what they doing to the Hispanics, man. Look at what they doing to the Lord's people, man. Snatching them. Taking them away and just shipping them off. Basically, right now we witnessing the new slave trade. Salagi, sir, would you agree with that? Absolutely. We are witnessing a slave trade right in front of us. Where is the outrage? Where is the disgust from the Christian church? The Christian church is silent. But as long as you Alpha Kappa and all them Sigma Negroes could keep going to church and keep saying the Lord is the Lord with me because I got some money. Ha ha. Fools, man. Fools.
And Salaki, if I may,
go ahead, sir.
To your point, the modern day slave trade is just your prison industry complex, right?
Right.
Your prison industry complex. So I think it's your industry prison complex, however you say it. And it's crazy when you think about it because our oppressor is making deals behind closed doors to be able to put as many Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans into prison, into jail. And they're passing legislation so they're putting money behind certain campaigns to put certain people in office to be able to pass certain legislation to be able to be harder on crime and to make and generate new laws. So there's different ways for people to be convicted of a crime. Right. Because if you are so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, slavery only has been constitutionalized. If you go into the 13th Amendment, it'll tell you neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except for it to be a punishment, right, of a crime, and the party shall be duly convicted, right? And of course, based on their subjection wherever they are. One can only go one can go into slavery. So it didn't abolish America didn't abolish slavery. All they did was constitutionalize it. Right. And so that's your modern day slavery. Your 13th Amendment is your modern day slavery. So be hip to what our oppressor is doing. Just like the sister Hadassah said, they're extremely scandalous. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're extremely subtle. So absolutely, to your point.
Right. Come on, the water. Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the truth, man. I mean, all of this stuff, like to your point, sir. Correct me if I'm wrong. Birthright citizenship, to take it away. You know, a lot of people don't understand to take that away and to put that in the law, saying that, listen, man, this don't make you a citizen. Y'all do know that means us Negroes. Yes. We are birthright citizens. We are here. This is not our land. You understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of brothers and sisters like, oh, we was here first. Yeah, we were here first. We were here. You understand? But some of us also got shipped over here on the boat. You understand? It doesn't matter what your claim is. The devil has come to you to do what? Steal, kill, and destroy. Isn't that what Christ said, Christians? That's right. Christ himself said the devil has come to steal, kill, and destroy. Show me where the ground is opening up and somebody coming out of it to do it. I'll wait. It's like Captain Malquad told that heathen. Like he told that white bitch. I'm not even gonna call her a woman. I'm gonna call her a dog, just as my captain did when he told her, "We are in hell." Right now, it is snowing right here, right here in Norfolk, Virginia. It is snowing outside, and our people. We are looking at our people outside as we come to class. They have nowhere to go. You would think that the white man, with everything he owns the whole world. all his resources that he's stolen and gobbled up, he would say, you know what? We done destroyed you niggas anyway. Let's just give them somewhere to sleep out and hold out through the winter. That is a devil.
Mm-hmm.
No devil underground is doing that. You mean to tell me, I mean, let me ask y'all this. And y'all answer this to me. Put this in the chat. Now, we know coming into school that we have to endure to the end, meaning you may have to be homeless and still do what's right by the Most High. We know that by coming into the truth because we know what the Bible says. We know who the devil is. But just imagine someone out there that does not believe in the Bible or anything, but you're telling him that, listen, man, if you don't do what God says, even though you homeless with nowhere to go, you going to hell if you don't do that. What you think somebody out there right now in this cold gonna say? Man, the hell with a God. The hell with a God. I'm outside sleeping in the cold. It's flurries. Come and listen, man. And I'm telling you, it's affecting me. I'm from Florida, y'all. I ain't never seen snow hit the ground in Florida. You understand? I got gator skin. I'm like a reptile. This cold is hurting my body. But the Lord has blessed me with a roof over my head. You understand? Where I can go in at night. I cannot imagine what's going on through the mind of a brother and sister that's out there right now, man. They fighting for their life. And the goddamn white man is carrying on a campaign to hurt blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics right now. They carrying it out right now. To hurt us even further. So we got to pull away from America. We got to stop being American. You understand? Because Christ can't come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. The man of sin. The man that continuously breaks the law of God, even though it wasn't given to him, right? The law was given to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. That's who the law was given to. But the white man, according to our law, is a habitual sinner. He tells you that your children, your daughters can be whores. He tells you that your sons can be sodomites. He tells you that pork is the other white meat. He tells you to worship Christmas. He tells you when to worship your blackness or to celebrate your blackness or your Hispanic, Hispanic Pride or Heritage Month, Native Indian Heritage Month. He gives you a time when you celebrate yourself. Like, this is a ridiculous, disgusting monster. He's a sinful bastard. Okay? And it says, the son of perdition. What does that mean? Destruction. This is a person that is going to be destroyed. So who is this man? And watch this. Going into verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as God sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. We're going to prove that this is the white man. All right. First thing I want to bring out, if we can get this first slide up, sir. Let me go to my slides. See which one I want to bring up there first, if I could, sir.
You sent everything to me, right?
Come on. Let me get the one. The first slide I'm gonna put up there. Okay. Let me get the cover of Who is Esau, sir. And then it's a page, it's a excerpt from the book. It says The Legacy of Esau Edom. That'll be the second one, sir.
Okay, that's what.
Baba Kasha. All right. The scripture says In Romans 9 and 13, it says, for Jacob I have loved, but Esau I have hated, right? To understand who this is, right? And we're going to pull that one up, but we're going to get into this first. We're going to show who Esau is, okay? All right, we're going to show you who Esau is and why it is important to know who he is. And we don't care if the world know who he is. We need blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to know who he is. Because the devil is closer to you. You ever heard that saying? It says the devil is ever close. Are we going to show you how close the devil is to you? All right. I'm going to read with this with that up there, right? I'm going to read this scripture. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25, right? Verse 25. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 22, right? It says, and the children, let me start at 21. Should I say? Yeah, I'll start at 20. I'll start at 21. Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife because she was barren. Now, this is Isaac, the son of Abraham, right? He's entreating the Lord for his wife. She's barren. She couldn't have children, right? Okay. And it says, and the Most High was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So the Lord heard his prayer, and he allowed this woman, Rebekah, this sister Rebekah, Isaac's wife, to conceive a child, right? To get pregnant. Verse 22, and the children struggled together within her. Now, she didn't just get pregnant and have one child growing in her stomach. She had two, which is twins, right? She had twins in her stomach. This sister who was once barren could not have children. Her husband prayed for her. And the Lord entreated to her husband because her husband was righteous. And he not only gave her one child, but he gave her two, right? And it says, and the children struggled together within her. These children fought against each other in the womb, right? And it says, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? So she asked the Lord, why am I like this? Why is it so much rumbling in my tummy? Like, what's going on in here? Right? And she went to inquire of the Most High, right? So she prayed. She asked, like, why is this going on in my stomach? Why am I having feeling so much pain? Why is there so much trouble with this pregnancy, right? What are these babies doing? Verse 21, and the Most High said unto her, two nations, meaning two separate races of people. That is what makes a nation. A race of people make a nation. Now you're going to ask yourself, well, they got the same daddy. Wouldn't that make them the same race? Well, this is the Lord dividing these two brothers. He's dividing the bloodlines, right? And he says, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Two manner of people, meaning these two people are going to be totally different. One is going to be this way, and one is going to be that way. They're going to be two manner of type of people, right? Also, their characteristics and their looks. Okay? And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, this is real. Listen, this is what we have to understand right here. We are not supposed to be serving this weak white man. White people are weak. Y'all do realize that, right? And it's not because they're white, okay? It's not because they're not white. We're going to clarify that. You know, that's just something they call themselves to say that they're pure. You understand? But they're weak. You understand? They are weak people. They're weak. You know how we know they're weak? Because whenever they get one good, what they call them in sports, the great white hopes. You understand what I'm saying? When they get one white person that could shoot a damn ball or throw a ball or punch somebody or kick something, he's the greatest thing that ever came to the world.
Steve Nash.
Oh my God! Oh
Larry
my
Bird,
man, Larry Bird,
Tom
please,
Brady,
please, give me one more, sir. Give me
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Listen, man, the white man will burn your Facebook comment section. Because listen, he won't do nothing to you physically. He can't whoop you physically, but in them comments, he will wear your ass out. You know what I'm saying? With them comments that he make in that comment section, boy. You the biggest monkey. Listen, man, when that white man can jump and that white boy won that dunk contest, man, you should have just all the white people just like, you know what, book it. The slam dunk contest need to be an hour every year. That's where it need to be at. You understand? Like this is what they look. They just get one, and it's the greatest thing ever. They are so weak because we are stronger than them. You understand? And we should not be serving them. They should be serving us, just like the Africans, just like the Asians, just like the East Indian, just like the Filipinos and all of those. Everyone on this earth should be serving us, but they are supposed to serve the younger, right? Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her room, right? Verse 25, and the first came out red, right? The so-called white man is not a white man. When you look at his skin, he is red. When he is born, I wish I had a picture of a newborn white baby. If you see them, their heads look swollen like strawberries or tomatoes when they're screaming to the top of their lungs. You understand? They look. If you're familiar with the Game of Thrones, they look like Targaryen. The House of Targaryen. You understand? That's what they look like. You understand? They look different, right? And we're gonna bring out a scripture that even says that they are wicked. You understand? When they're born, and we're gonna pull that out, but we're gonna stick with this right here. It might be a part two, but we just gonna keep bringing this out, right? It says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, right? If I could, sir, can I get that cover up of that title of that book? I want y'all to watch this. Watch this. I want y'all to look at that, right? Look at that closely, right? It says, who is Esau Edom? Look at all those different people, right? Those are all so-called white men, right? You can see the one in the very middle there with the turban on his head. It's an Arab man, right? You understand? These people, right? The white man Esau, and this book is written by an Edomite, right? If I could, now we all see this title, right? Can I get that excerpt that I got from the book, sir, that I sent you? The Legacy of Esau Edom. Okay. This is just to prove that Esau, this is in this book. This is we proving that the white man is Esau, because we got people telling us, how do you know it's Esau? Well, it's documented. The white man knows he is Esau. We're going to show you other prominent figures. Matter of fact, we're going to show you one of the most prominent figures from when the greatest man that ever lived walked the earth. Somebody who looked to assault and destroy him. That was an Edomite. We're going to bring that out too. But we're going to get to this. It says, in the top part, it says, to help answer the question of who is Esau Edom, the first necessary step is to examine the racial and genealogical history of Esau and his descendants, right? So we got to the first part of that. We know who his mom and his daddy is, right? If Esau was born red and hairy all over, that means his mama, he shared the womb with a black man, Jacob, which we know is black. We know this. You understand? That means his mother and his father was what? They were of color. There was a black man and a black woman. It is scientifically proven that a black man and a black woman can make blonde hair, blue-eyed children, red hair, red skinned children. This is true. This is a true fact. All right? You can't hide this. And I'm not talking albinos. They can make albinos too. You understand? But the reason why this is important, because this is the first time throughout the whole Bible after, remember now, the Lord created people, what, sir, in Genesis 1. It never gave a distinction, but this gave a distinction of this brother or who this man was. This person being born was different from everybody else that was alive. He was the first of his kind. No one looked like him ever. If it was, they wouldn't have gave a distinction. But they gave the distinction like this person here. Listen, man, this joker red, hairy all over, right? But it says to go over his genealogical history. The history, he's the son of Isaac, son of Rebekah, twin brother of Jacob, which is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And it goes in, it says life and history of Esau. It says Esau was the firstborn of Isaac, and thus was heir to the birthright derived from the direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Thus Esau was racially an Adamite, a Semite, and a Hebrew, the racial stock of the white race, right? You see that part right there? Now they call the people that was born in the times of Adam, Adamites, right? Semite is a Shemite, which comes from Shem. You understand what I'm saying? Shemite is, we would be Shemites because we come from Shem. You understand? Abraham is a descendant of Shem. Through the stock and the lineage of Shem came the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Shem's brothers was who? Japhet and Ham, right? And the Zondervan Bible Dictionary explains to us that Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. You understand? We are Shemites. We come through Shem. You understand? So what it's saying is that the racial stock of the white race, man, is Esau. He was born through this line. He was born through the lineage of Shem. Right? He would be technically a Shemite. But he is not an Israelite. And we need you fake Israelites to stop allowing this bastard, this son of perdition, to come in and teach that all races, you understand, receive salvation. There is only one race that receives salvation because we are the only race of people that need to be saved from something. The only thing the white man needs to be saved from is from being the damn boss. That's it. He need to be saved from running things. That's what he need to be saved from. He needs to be relieved of his post at running things. You understand? So now that we got this out the way, right? Let me see. We're going to bring out, go to my notes here. We're going to pull out Genesis 3:1, right? We're going to show you that the white man has the spirit, the very spirit of Satan. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to prove to you that he is the living embodiment of the accuser. You understand? Now, the Satan that everybody, that Christ dealt with, you know, when it played in his mind was Ha-Shatan. You understand? Ha meaning the, Shatan meaning accuser. That is the actual angel. There is an angel, Satan, but he does, as in like in Job, but he is not the one that is making you do anything. He's not coming down and holding you when you die, taking your soul down into, no, that's not him. You understand? He has a job to do. His job is to make sure that no one gets the kingdom that does not deserve it. That is his job. He is a soldier. That's why when they had that war council in the book of Job, he was what? Invited. You have to be in, like when we have our war councils. If you're not a priest and officer here, you have not been invited, you cannot come into the council. A civilian cannot come into the councils. You're a civilian. You aren't a priest. You aren't an officer. You will not invite it. Unless you are invited to the council, that is the only way you can speak or sit in on the council. Hashatan, Satan, was invited to the council. Do you think the Most High would have invited him to the council if he did disobey him or disrespect him? You mean to tell me the Lord let him disrespect him? But and when we do it, we die and we go in the flames. My ghost burns in barbecue fire. That's what we really believe. That is a lie. You understand? So we're going to pull out Genesis 3:1 to show you the very spirit that Satan has. You understand what I'm saying? This is the spirit that the devil has, right? We're going to read it. I'm going to bring it out. Genesis 3:1. Man, we're going to have to do a part 2 to this, man, because it's a lot of stuff to bring out. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough in. We're going to start at chapter 3, verse 1. It says, now the serpent, right? Now we want to break this down on what a serpent is, right? So I'm fixing to pull this definition up one time for y'all. And I'm going to read it. I'll read it to you because, you know, some people don't like definitions. They don't like to pull up certain things. All right. Okay, serpent. It says a large snake, right? But we're gonna get into a little bit. We're gonna get into it just a little bit more, right? We're gonna get this definition of it. It says a serpent primarily means a snake, especially a large one, but also refers metaphorically. Understand this, metaphorically. This is a metaphor that we're reading, that we're about in 3:1. Okay, there is no such thing, right, as that being an actual literal snake. You understand? Sitting there talk. Snakes didn't talk. You understand what I'm saying? That's that Christian theological bull crap that get put on us. That's that hocus spooky. That's what got you niggas out here when you smoke. I used to be one too. Used to hit that weed and believe that people was reptilians. I thought George Bush. Listen, man, that weed to have you thinking that George Bush literally transformed in front of you. If it's good enough, you understand, you know. But this is a metaphor. We got to take it out. You understand? That's why if y'all caught the class or any class that any brother in here does on translation of books, you have to understand what a translation is. And this is one of those times. It says, now the serpent was more subtle. So we're looking at the serpent right now, right? A serpent primarily means a snake, especially a large one, but also refers metaphorically to a treacherous person or the devil. Right? You understand that? A treacherous person. Who is the most treacherous person on this earth? Anybody can answer in the chat. I want to hear what the chat got to say. I know Officer 5000 in Rosh know who. I know he know the answer. You understand? Who in the chat knows? Who in the chat knows? Who is the most treacherous, lying, deceiving person on this earth? Right? And that's crazy that it says a treacherous person or the devil. To be a liar, an accuser, a treacherous person is to be a devil, man. Right? It's the white man. I'm going to read another definition to you based off that, right? We look this one up. If you look into your blue letter Bible, right? And you pull up, let's just say Leviticus 7:7, right? Okay. the word Sair, right? Sayar. Let me make sure I say it right. Sha'ai, Salakia, sir, if you could help me with that pronunciation. Shayar, right? Okay, I'm sure y'all heard of the English term of this, Mount Sair, which is spelled S-E-R. But if you look into the definition, right, in the Hebrew, Sha'ira, is that it? Sha'ayar, Salakia, Sha'ayar, right? It refers to, and this is the definition, hairy. It start off right there. You know what I'm saying? When you go back to Genesis, you know what I'm saying, 25, when you read that, it said Esau was what? He was born hair, red and hairy. Right? So listen, it says hairy. It says a definition 2b, satire may refer to a demon-possessed goat, like the swine of Gadara. Satyr. A satyr. You understand what I'm saying? A satyr is that ain't that's that goat man that the Romans worship, something like that. They used to call satyrs that too, right? That would be something like that, like the little goat man.
Salaki, I want to say you're correct. However, I think it's pronounced differently, or it could be pronounced the same.
It might be. I think so.
But you're close. I think you're right. I think I can't. I don't want to say yes to that. Right, because there's nymphs, which is in relation to the female version,
right,
of the I believe it is a satyr. So yeah.
Right.
You understand in Greek mythology,
right? In Greek mythology, right? You understand what I'm saying? It says hairy, and then it says a satyr may refer to a demon-possessed goat. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, man, Mount Sair is the so-called mountain that the so-called Edomite came out of. They literally refer to themselves as demon goats. This is in the Bible, folks. This is in the Bible. You know, listen, I can't make this up, man. I can't make this up. I gotta show this, y'all. Can y'all see that?
And you are correct.
It's a satyr. Listen, man, these people call it this. Y'all see that? Do y'all see it? This ain't no, like, I mean, they literally refer to themselves. Here it is, the word and all, where y'all can see it. Y'all see that? They literally call themselves hairy demon goats. Hairy demon goat.
And Salaki, if I may,
go ahead, sir.
Not to go, listen, because you not to go off the beaten trail. You know what I'm saying? Going off the beaten path. However, like you said, the satyr, that just reminded me that that's the god of the Pan, the god
of Pan. Come.
Which would lure children with this flute. That's why that Peter Pan, right, in that movie, he's singing the songs and he's leading children out to homes to some place called Netherland,
right,
where they never get seen again,
right?
Because really, it's really embracing, SA pedophilia and that LGBTQIA plus community. That's what you look at as a satyr.
Come on, man.
You know or Sha'ayar,
right?
In Hebrew, Sha'ayar.
Exactly, man. You understand what I'm saying? And these, like, what we're showing you right now are the very characteristics of the devil. These are his characteristics. It's in his gods. When the white man made his gods, he didn't make his gods off like most. He made his gods in his very image. If y'all, matter of fact, another movie that's good on that too, sir. Percy Jackson. If y'all remember the black boy Brandon Jacobs, he played the goat.
Yes,
they had him play. The goat was kind of like the main person that built up the superhero. He built up Hercules and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? But they literally refer to themselves as hairy demon goat people, man. Mm-hmm. Hairy demon goats.
They were extremely lustful. That's what they were.
Extremely lustful.
They're extremely lustful. That's
Right.
why if you ever watched the Hercules movie back in the day, the cartoon from
Right.
Disney, what was he doing when he first got there?
He was very,
He
very
was chasing
lustful.
after the nymphs. He was always
Right.
trying to go after the women.
He's a lustful beast, man.
Yeah,
You understand? Like, listen, man. Like, we're gonna pull up another one, man. Like, we're gonna prove this. You understand what I'm saying? Even with the snake. All right. Any of y'all familiar with one of the first flags that came that was made here? It was a snake with, and I see it all the time here in Virginia. It's on the license plate, the rattlesnake that says, "Don't tread on me." Right? I want to read to y'all. And this is going by just off what chapter 3, you know what I'm saying, starting at verse 1 is talking about when it's saying serpents, all of this stuff tie in. You understand what I'm saying? Mount Seir, Esau, all of these things tie in. But just off serpent, you understand, we see that it's not talking about a snake. It's talking about an actual person. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the person in the garden was not a white man, but that is the spirit of the white man, a deceitful spirit. You understand what I'm saying? But when you get to that part and you go forward to what we first brought out about how he was born strange. He was born hairy, like a goat. Hairy all over. He was like a goat. You understand? And when you look into the definition of Mount Seir and all these things, and you find these words and you find the word devil, you can actually see what it means, because the word serpent, it also said it means a treacherous person or a devil. Mount Seir was full of devils, man. Mount Seir was full of devils, man. The white man. You understand? And I'm let me see. Let me bring out this definition right here. I'm gonna show it to y'all, man. I gotta bring it out, man. This is the don't tread on me. Y'all gotta see this.
God, that's on the screen.
It's on the screen. Oh, there it is right there. The water, sir. The water. I didn't think I had the screenshot. All right. This is something that the white man, this is a flag that the white man made. You understand? To represent himself. Listen, man, in the school, here in the ISUPK, man, you are dealing with scholars, right? This is not stuff that you can make up. You understand what I'm saying? And here we tell you, dude, study. Come in, listen to what we say, but study. When you study, you're going to find all of this type of stuff, man, right? That's a better look at it right there. Y'all see that? Don't tread on me. Look at that. The white man comparing himself to a what? Snake. Comparing himself to a snake. Listen to man, the Bible is true and your Christian pastor is a liar. Okay? Now we're going to read that what it says up there, right? About the snake flag. Can I get that one, Bubba Kushaw, sir, again?
I'm about to select it. I want to be able to share this just real quick.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance for the this is what the flag looks like.
That's the actual flag. And this right here image is on damn near every tag I done seen up here in Virginia. Since I've been here. You understand? This is the very image that's on there, right? Now, here's the info on it, right? It's the Don't Tread on Me Gadsden flag was created in 1775 by Christopher Gadsden, a South Carolina delegate to the Continental Congress. During the American Revolution, first appearing on the main mast of the USS Alfred in December 1775 as a symbol for the new Continental Navy. It features a yellow background with a coiled rattlesnake ready to strike, symbolizing colonial defiance and the warning that Americans would fight if provoked. White man is the devil.
Absolutely, damn right.
Why would he use Of all creatures you could use on this earth, he used the snake. He used the snake. Listen, man, the Lord has marked these people, man, because Christ can't come unless you Negro, unless you Hispanic, unless you Native Indian, unless you denounce them. You understand? You have to fall away from them, man. You cannot save these people, man. I know. One white person did something good for you. I know. Good white person ain't good one. The only good white person is going to be the white person that is at your feet begging for mercy.
That's right.
That is the only good white man, woman or child, the one that begs for your mercy in the kingdom under Christ, man. It's all biblical, man. It's all biblical. Y'all see that? And it says right here, designer Christopher Gasson, year 1775, at the start of the American Revolution. The American white man, listen, the devil here in America, man, out of all the white folks that's running shit on this earth, this devil here in America is the absolute worst. There is none like it. There is nothing like an American white man. Nothing. He is an absolute absurd beast.
That's right.
Right? And getting back to the scripture, it says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Most High God had made. What does it mean to be subtle? Right? I'm going to read that definition to you. I'm going to read that to you, man. Because we got to know what these definitions and what these words mean. These are the characteristics, man. You got the image and you got the characteristics. Every image that is betrayed to him already shows you that he's evil. He calls himself the hairy goat man, the hairy goat demon. Mount Seir literally means that. This is the place where the hairy goat demon people come from. The damn Caucasus Mountains. You understand? And this is what it means to be subtle. All right. We're going to hit you with verse definition 5. Operating insidiously. You understand? The white man operates in a cruel, artful, and crafty way. Cunningly. He's highly skillful. You understand? He's highly skillful at deception, at deceiving. No one can trick you like a white man. Just ask the Native Indians. He tricked him real good. He tricked us daily. We get out in the street marching thinking, oh, it's marching for peace. We humans. They say, well, we'll give you food stamps. Oh, we'll take the food. We'll take the food stamps in the house and we'll take it. Thank you, massa. Oh, it's a trick though. When you sign this, sure that your father can't be in that house. But we're going to do this for you. We're going to do it. We're going to give you this. You understand? This is who the white man is. He is a deceiver, man. He is cunning and he is crafty in his illusion that he gives you to deceive you. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Now that y'all got that, we're gonna pull out this scripture, Psalms 58 and 34, man. And like the Bible is so pinpoint on what it says, right? To the point where you can't deny it. You just cannot deny these scriptures, man. You cannot deny it. It's pinpoint, it's accurate. You can't do anything to take it away. You just have to accept it for what it really is, man. It is the truth. The white man is the devil, man, that the Bible speaks of, man. This is not because of the color of their skin. You know how many, listen, man, Bob Marley is an Edomite. All them sons he got, all them kids he got, the boys, the girls, whatever, they all white folk. They all Edomites. They all Edomites. You understand what I'm saying? They all Edomites. It's a lot of people that look like you that are not you. Nicki Minaj, she's a heathen. You understand what I'm saying? That woman that y'all wanted to be black so bad. And you know what made me mad with a lot of black people when it came to Kamala Harris? This heathen was talking about putting collard greens in the bathtub. When you niggas put y'all collard greens in bathtubs? But because she said something about collard greens and hot sauce, you niggas bumped y'all heads to try to put this heathen over you. And she had a white husband. The Christian church has led us so far astray. You understand? But let's hear what the scriptures have to say about the so-called white man, right? The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3, it says, the wicked, he's evil. He's a sinful beast. He's wicked. He's evil. Are estranged from the womb. White people are born strange from the womb. So strange that in Genesis 25, he had to name and had to describe him because nobody looked like this man ever on this earth. Big, red, and hairy, like a goat. You understand? Can't be in the sun long. Can't do nothing. Only thing he could do, he was blessed with the gift to hunt. He can create war. That is the only thing he is good at. Right? And it says they go astray as soon as they be born. The white man go off as soon as he come out the womb, man. Y'all ever looked at any of them serial killer stories or anything like that? Them serial unalivers? You ever seen any of their origin stories or any of those things that always show you how they are when they are little? What do? They start on animals. You understand that? It is very rare that you will find a Hispanic Native Indian or Negro child unaliving animals for the thrill of it. Y'all do understand that, right? Don't people now? I even give the other nations credit for that one. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man say dog is man's best friend, right? But not to their little ones. They want to choke him. They want to dissect him. They want to see what his insides look like. And then they grow up and they become Manson. They become socio-psychopaths. Look at the children. White people, children, a white child will unalive the whole house. If he asks for a cookie and can't get it, white mama say no. That white boy tear the whole damn stove up. He slide on the floor. And let me tell you something. The first person, let me tell you how evil these bastards is, and they know their children are evil. White people have to put leashes on their children. Y'all, I know y'all done seen that before. White baby just got to take off. You just see a white child run past you. This thing, you know, he get yoked back. Because when you look, he got a whole vest on him with a string because his mama know he crazy. He just sliding all over the damn floor. They strange. They go astray from the time they come out. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. What are some of the lies they speak? Jesus is white. This is another. I'm gonna tell you one of their most common lies. I love black people. I got black friends. It's a lie. For a white person to tell you he love you, man, listen, run. Matter of fact, leave the area. Report them to the nearest authority because they about to do something to you. You understand? Like, I mean, listen, what you know, these people are strange. Where do you think all the horror movies come from? It comes from them. Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. If a white man could, he would put on a mask and walk slow through the neighborhood stalking people. And remember, the whole series of Halloween was this one man trying to unalive his sister from a child. They're crazy. These people fit every scripture of being a devil, right? Verse 4, they're poison. Here it is again. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible comparing these people to snakes. You understand? He compared himself to being a snake. They are born liars and deceivers, man. Not thus saith me, not thus saith Commander General Hunter, but thus saith the Most High God of Israel, man. He said these people are born strange, man. From the womb, man. And listen, man, we gonna show you, we're gonna get into this right here. If I could, sir, let me get the slide with the eagle, if I could, sir. Let me get the slide with the eagle, man. We're gonna keep putting it out there, man. We're gonna keep putting it out there, man. We're gonna put it out there. You understand? We're gonna start with the book of Obadiah. We'll go with the book of Obadiah on this one right here. We're gonna show you where these people are in fact the devil. You understand? All right. Y'all see that right there? Now I want y'all to read. I'm going to read this for y'all, and then I'm going to go into the book of Obadiah, right? And I'm going to further read, because we got to understand, like at the beginning, Esau is going to be destroyed, period. He will not feel the face of any city, any country, any state, whatever have you. However Christ set this thing up, they'll never feel the faces of cities again. You'll never be able to go to a city and say, well, where's the white section? The white section going to be in a museum somewhere. You understand? And we're going to be looking at like, what is this? That was a white man. You understand? It's going to be like a frozen caveman. His image will be in a museum, right? Get to this part of the book of Obadiah. All right. It says right here, to Rome, the eagle, Aquila, was the ultimate symbol of power, authority, military might, and divine favor, right? Linked to Jupiter, representing the legion, the empire, and the strength of the Roman state, a concept later adopted by America to signify its own strength, freedom, and aspiration to rule head, right? To rule or lead, select it. America chose the bald eagle to echo Rome's enduring power while asserting unique independence, embodying qualities like strength, freedom, and valor, holding both arrows, war, and an olive branch, peace. Now we're going to show you this in the Bible, in the book of Obadiah. This is going to prove that these people, right, are the devil. All right. Here we go. Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Most High power, concerning Edom. This is concerning Edom, right? This is what the Lord says concerning Edom, concerning Esau, right? We have heard a rumor from the Most High, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle, right? So what it's talking about is saying an ambassador is It's basically just what the word of the Lord is saying, man. The prophecy that all of the prophets have been bringing forth from the beginning, right? These people have got to go. You understand? The Lord is bringing destruction to these people. These people are crazy. They are raving lunatics. And if the Lord does not step in, they will destroy all of us.
That's right.
Y'all do believe that, right? Y'all hear every day talks of nuclear war. Listen, if one country shoots a nuclear bomb, trust me, they're all going to shoot them. And they're not going to care where they shooting them at. The whole world would be destroyed if the Lord does not step in or did not have this a part of his master plan. You understand? But the devil here in America, oh my goodness, there is none other like him. Even though this is talking about the whole of Edom, but this is talking about a certain sect, a certain group in Edom. We got to get rid of these, right? It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. America is despised amongst the other countries, man. Russia, China, listen, man, give me some of them countries, sir, if you could, Bubba Kashaw. Some of the countries that hate America, just with a bloodthirst. China, Russia, North Korea. Oh man, that's Kim Jong-un, ain't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he definitely hate America. The only thing Kim Jong-un like out of America is Dennis Rodman. That's the only thing he like. Dennis Rodman. You understand? And the thing about it is, like, we got to understand, man, America is so despised by everybody. By their own. Russians are white people. All of these countries is just white men. Coming up in different nations. That's it. That's all. Because one thing Esau knew how to do, boy, Esau loves sleeping with everybody else's woman. He don't want them. He just want to lust on them, and it's the lust he got. He's a lustful person. You understand? He the type that get the slave and beat the slave to death and want to sleep with him. He want to sleep with the help. He want to beat you, but he wants some of that pie, that Humboldt pie. You understand? He want it all his way. You understand? And it says, verse 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. The pride of the white man has deceived him here in America, man. Don't tread on me. He's a prideful bastard. You understand? The American white man is a prideful demon. He is the very definition of pride. Nothing is greater than him. Donald Trump said all the time, we represent the greatest country in the world, America. No one can beat us, right? He's a prideful bastard. And it says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? This is what they believe. They believe nobody can beat them. This Donald Trump done started, if I may believe, I think he actually got like, 4 countries he trying to take on right now? He want to go after Venezuela. He want to go after Africa. He want to go after Saudi Arabia. He just want to fight every damn body.
Nigeria, Saudi Arabia,
right?
Venezuela, China.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? He's just going out of his mind right now. Palestine. You know, I mean, like he's going crazy right now, right? And it says, verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, the eagle of Rome. America even took on the very representation of Rome. You understand what I'm saying? It took it on, man, and made it into power, valor, and might. And it said peace, which was the olive branch. Well, we all know what peace is to America. Peace is, listen, we'll help you if you give us this and that. What he told that them other Edomites over there fighting, who Putin fighting?
Talking about Ukraine.
Ukraine. He basically told him, like, listen, man, if you give us this amount of money or whatever, you know, we'll keep funding you so you can fight, because we know that our weapons is the only reason that you basically can stand up to Putin. He didn't want to stop them. He didn't want peace. He said, what though? I want peace. I want peace. But yet, his olive branch is an extension of war. There is war in his heart. He says peace, but he's going to live by that sword, and he's going to die by that sword. Oh, yes, he is, right? And it goes on to say, thou shalt exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. What is the nest amongst the stars? Well, ain't that's the stars on the flag, right? They got the stars on the flag that's supposed to represent the what? The colonies or whatever. The first 13 colonies was the first one.
The 13 colonies are the stripes.
That's the stripes. What's the stars? The stars.
The 50 states.
The 50 states. Right. 50 states. The water to the outer one here, you know, because, man, listen, man, I hated that part of history. I didn't give a damn about American history. I hated history. Nobody didn't want to hear about that bull crap, man.
And Salaki, if I may, when it says they make the habitation, addition to that, to make the habitation amongst the stars, right? Because, of course, our oppressor was fascinated with going as high as possible. So that's talking about the moon base they're trying to build, the International Space Station, all of that the Lord is going to bring down. The Space Force, that's why Donald Trump created the Space Force, which is a branch of the Air Force. The Lord is going to bring all of that down. None of that is going to matter.
And Salaki, sir, if I could, I was about to just say that. Can I get that NASA thing for me real quick, Bubba Kushah?
Which one is? I don't think that
it says NASA on. I think I probably didn't send it, or maybe I have it right here. Let me see. If you don't have it, I got it right here.
Kyle, if you can email, I can put it on the screen real quick.
Okay, Bubba Kushah.
Maybe I missed one. Let me double check.
I think I kept that one to my. I think I kept that one. I don't know.
No sweat.
All right. 1 second. All right. If you want to, sir, I can read it off here.
No sweat. Go ahead. Yeah, come.
All right. One of the slides we was gonna put up was based off that. You understand? Talking about them stars, when he nested amongst the stars. The white man set off in a certain point to where he wanted to go into outer space. And this wasn't just the American white man. This was with the Germans. They had this thing called a race for space, right? And I'm gonna read it to you. It says, in the beginning of the NASA space program was October 1st, 1958, when the agency officially started operations after President Eisenhower signed the National Aeronautics and Space Act in July 1958, largely in response to the Soviet Union's Sputnik launch. NASA incorporated the prior NACA, National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, and aimed to lead America's civilian space efforts, kicking off with early projects like the Mercury program and lunar probes in the late 1950s. All right. So in the 1950s, the so-called white man started to want to make his nest amongst the stars, man. Like, this is biblical. This is the fascinating thing about this right here. These words were written thousands of years ago. Thousands of years. Can y'all believe this? Thousands of years ago. This was written before Christ came. You understand that? Like, we have to understand, listen, man, that everything the Christian church taught us is a lie. Satan is not in the ground, in the fiery depths of hell, but he is here amongst us. He is your slave master.
That's right.
He is your oppressor. He is the one that locked your baby up, that committed a crime at 14, just a baby, didn't know what he was doing, and gave him life in prison for getting caught with weed or a brick or committing a violent crime, and didn't rehabilitate him at all. He just kept him locked up like an animal. When he himself tells you every Sunday, you have to forgive him. Your black preacher tells you have to forgive the white man every single Sunday for everything he's ever done. When the Lord is right here in the book of Obadiah telling you, listen, man, he got something coming for Esau. You understand? So we're seeing right here in the book of Obadiah where the white man started to make his nest amongst the stars. He even had stars in his flag representing states. He took on the bald eagle, right? Let's keep getting some more, man. It says, all right, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Most High. Verse 5, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Verse 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? Meaning, how can we find out, why Esau is like this? How can we know the things that he does and how he operates? You understand? How can we know this? How can we find out his mind, the working of his mind, right? How are his hidden things sought up? You understand what I'm saying? You want to know how we can find them and how we found them? Through the prophecies in this Bible. You can find out everything that the white man has done since the beginning of his since he came here in the ISUPK. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. The hidden things of Esau have been revealed to us. How do I know? We just revealed America right here in the Bible. We've been revealing who the white man is through his very own history. Through definition. This is why we have to understand, man, when you learn something, you shouldn't want to come and learn something that's going to lull you and put you to sleep. You want to learn something that you can use and help you in your everyday life. By y'all knowing this, y'all can operate better and know who your enemy is and what you're dealing with. That is the point. Because Christ cannot return unless there is a falling away from this devil. It's just like the other one said, and I'm pretty sure y'all remember this. When Donald Trump, it was a big announcement on Fox News. You know, the most racist news channel ever is Fox. They're going to bring out everything Trump do. Trump want to get the Space Command. Why y'all think he getting the Space Command? Why y'all think he won't? You know what a Space Command is? That's like Star Wars. That's somebody who fights. They fight. He wants an army up there to fight something. What do you think he's trying to fight? He's trying to fight the black men that are going to come and save you all. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. That is in the Bible. He's trying to fight the nigger God. That's exactly what he's trying to do, right?
And it's like, if I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Our oppressors will make you think that our oppressors are getting ready for war to fight Martian Manhunter and ET, you know what I'm saying? Having a whole Star Wars, the Star Trek fighter there, the Lunar Falcon. Like, this is what our oppressor will make you think, but really, right? He's going to war with Jesus Christ and the angels.
Right.
That's what he's preparing for.
Right.
They'll make you think it's the Akinaki, whatever it is,
right.
they're trying to fight. When no, it was the angels who came to the Israelites and gave them all the knowledge and all the wisdom from
Right.
the Most High God. That's how the pyramids were able to be built.
Right.
Right. That's how, you know, they're able to be aligned with the stars and things like that.
Right.
That's why there's pyramids in South America and Central America
Right.
and North America. There's pyramids wherever blacks and Latinos and Native Americans are.
Right.
We are the Israelites.
Right.
Like they'll make you believe so much. Science will also make you believe that our oppressor was made in a lab. Right?
Exactly.
And it's some kind of some kind of mutation. When you just brought out earlier, once again, the Lord made that happen.
Right.
And with anyone he decided to have relations with and have children with, that's exactly how it came. That's exactly how they would come out.
Right.
And now you have a whole nation of people who are red and hairy. So
Right.
what you're bringing out is absolutely heavy.
The water, sir. The water,
Yeah,
sir. The water, sir. Damn right. And that's what we need our people to understand, man. Like this is a lying, deceptive beast. He would have you to think that it's some type of monster out there, like which goes back to the definition of the serpent. You know, he's cunning. He's very cunning in his deception, in his ability to deceive you. The white man can deceive you like I can't even snap my damn finger how fast he could put up an illusion. You understand? One of the biggest illusions I think he done did was that damn transgender operation. Jesus Christ. This animal has found a way to make a full-blown man look like a woman.
Man, so lucky. I wouldn't even work. So lucky. I don't want to word it like that. Because these men don't even look like women out. Negroes, these men out here are just nasty. They lust driven. Like they don't know what real women actually look like.
Right.
That's why they get caught up, because you're not actually talking to this person. You're not focusing on the visuals of this person. You're not paying attention on the manner of speech. You're just based off, you're just running off your erection.
Right.
Just like our oppressors.
Exactly.
They move off of their erections. They move like a satyr. They move like a sha'ayar, someone who's possessed with a demon. That's why they're the devil. You know what I'm saying? That the Bible speaks of, meaning a deceiver. So yeah, I wouldn't even consider those LGBTQIA plus cats even looking like women. They look nothing. Nothing like women.
Exactly.
And if you think that they do, you're nasty. It's
That's
just nasty. I'm not gonna leave no wiggle room. So like I'm not gonna have any wiggle room with that out. So like you.
Goddamn right, man. Hey, listen, man, because it's disgusting, man. Listen, man, and the white man, like, this is something that the white man actually sat up. And just think about this, y'all. There was actually a person who sat there and thought about this, like, hey, man, listen, we could do this.
Right.
Like, we could change the world. Only a devil would do that, man. Like, this is a great plan. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, like, man, y'all got to understand, man. The Bible is the truth, man. And the ISUPK is the only truth in this world. It is the only truth, man. And if you truly love the Most High and you want to serve Christ, man, this is the only way you can come, through him. He is the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And it goes on. I'm going to drop down to verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Russia and all these places, man, they don't love America. They hate America right now. All these people, the UN and all of these people acting like they still cool with Trump. You think they cool with a place where this man just like disrespected them the whole time? His whole entire reign. You understand? I'm going to call it a reign like a king, because that is exactly how Donald Trump carries himself, as a king. You understand? These nations are going to betray him. You understand? And it says, that they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Verse 8, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? Right? Skip down to verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. For thy violence against thy brother, the twin brother Jacob. You understand? The violence that you commit against us, man. Who is the number one person that commits and inflicts the most violence on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Go ahead. I'll wait. Anybody can tell me. Anybody. The so-called white man. Y'all know that. Nobody on earth has inflicted more pain to a race of people than them. Just think about that for a minute. Think about that. No other people have suffered what we have suffered. Ever. The numbers, listen, I don't even think the numbers, I think the numbers sometimes, with the Trail of Tears and how many of us was lost during the transatlantic slave trade alone, I think some of them numbers is just being nice. I think they being nice.
It's an estimate for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, sir.
Oh, those I'm just saying those numbers are an estimate, and they're actually an estimate to its lowest form.
Right.
Because there's more if you add all of the history together.
It's too much, man. It's too much. You can't even count it. And I mean, and the thing about it is with a race of people who have that much bloodshed on their hands, y'all continue to advocate for these people, man. The Christian church continues to advocate for these people. Why? I just don't get it. The same people commit the same crimes over and over and over, and they don't just do it to everybody. They do it to us. Right now, if Russia was to shoot off a bomb, right, and bomb and hit a city right now in America, guess who the white folks in America are going to blame? They're going to blame us. The police, the military is going to be in the ghetto for real if they get hit with a bomb, because they going to say, well, y'all ain't going to help them. Y'all ain't going to help the enemy. They going to get mad at us. Like, these people are evil, bro. We got to understand, like, it's man, brothers and sisters, y'all just really just have to understand, man, like, this is a evil bastard that we share this earth with. Go ahead, sir.
And Salaki, and what you're saying is so heavy because, and I know you went over that scripture, you kind of breezed over it. You still broke it down, but you breezed over it, which is heavy though, because, this is the same person that is compared to a thief. Even a thief gets fooled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even a grape gatherer, right, will leave some grapes.
Right.
Then the Lord is saying, this man is worse than a thief.
Right.
He never gets fooled.
Ever.
He never gets satisfied. He's going to continue to steal from you.
Right.
He's not going to even leave you any grapes. He's going to glean his corners.
Right.
He's going to pick up what he dropped just so you don't get anything.
Right.
That's how evil this oppressor is. And that's what the Lord is pretty much bringing out.
Right.
So what you're saying is heavy. Like, we really have to put it into consideration. We have to take in consideration and put it into perspective how evil this race of people is.
Right.
So what you're saying is heavy.
Right. The water circuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point. That's all the Most High wants us to understand. He wants us to understand, like, these bastards are horrible people, man. Like, right now, brothers are trying to build up food programs. Come up with, do you know half the food banks don't even want to take on people, you know what I'm saying, in certain areas to help be partners so we can get food for brothers and sisters because the funding's gone. This country this is hell, brothers and sisters. This is hell. You are in hell. You are in the seat. You sit in the This America is the throne of Satan, man. He's sitting in it right now in the White House. His name is Donald Trump. And every man before him has served the same purpose that he's serving, to destroy the Lord's people, man. And not only destroy us, but to take over the whole damn world. But for the violence, Esau, that you commit against Jacob, you understand? For the things you've done to us, you are going to pay. You understand? You are going to pay a price for setting up Planned Parenthood in our neighborhoods. You understand? You're going to pay for putting drugs into our neighborhood. You're going to pay. You're going to pay for forcing your pagan holidays on us. You're going to pay. You're going to pay because guess what? No matter how many of us still want to cling and hold on to Massa, things are going to get so bad to where you're going to have to let him go. Go ahead, sir.
Salakia. Damn, brother. Salakia. You just said some heavy stuff, brother, because it's crazy. Because you just made me think, man. Like, Salakia, you got our whole press said such the double. You said the food banks, right? So they take the food banks out of our neighborhoods, they cut funding, and they won't give us the proper resources. And you know what they tell us? Well, you can get a hard earning working job, right? And then you'll be able to, get some food and some groceries. Well, let me tell you about that hard paying job, right? Before we even get to buying groceries, 1, you won't hire me. 2, if you do hire me, you shut the government down. You laid off a bunch of shipyard workers. You laid off Amazon truck drivers and Amazon packages. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, when I try to go get a job, because I may not have the certain degrees and certifications for other jobs, I have to go to McDonald's, Food Lion, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Panda Express. And when I go for a slave, they manipulate the work schedule so you don't get 40 hours a week. let's break that down. They manipulate the schedule so you don't get 40 hours a week. So you're not even able to work overtime, but they work you to the bone each week or each day of the week, depending on how they manipulate it. And then when you get back home, guess what you have to do? You have to pay rent, you have to pay utilities, pay water, pay sewage, pay gas, pay electric, and then you have no money for food. And then when you do have the money for food, you go into Food Lion. There's inflation on the prices, so you can't afford nothing. What? And can't afford a damn thing. And then you say, "Man, I'm gonna need some help." Okay, boom. Let me see if I can get government assistance. Are you a felon? Nah, we can't give you government assistance if you're a felon. Right. Oh, wait a minute. It says you make enough money before taxes. Right. So now, but we can't give you any assistance. Right. Like there's so many variables that stop our people from progressing in America, and the white man's not the devil. This is not systematic oppression. What you're saying is heavy, brother. It's a lot.
But the water, sir. I mean, it's for real, man. Because listen, and this is what it means by oppression making the wise man mad. You understand what I'm saying? Like these are the things that have to be heard and pushed down the throats of our people. But if we can do that and then bring out, like, listen, this is who these people are. This is why they are like this, because they are the devil.
Damn right.
They are the devil. They are in control of hell, your personal hell. You understand what I'm saying? When we can push this and people can understand it, they can see, like, listen, man, these brothers are the truth. They bringing out the truth, and this is right. And then you can begin to pull away from these people. You understand? But it's gonna come at a cost. Right. It's gonna come at a price. Some days you're going to be hungry.
Yes.
Some days you're going to be hungry. Some days your children are pulling away from this beast. Some days your children are going to be hungry.
And Salaki.
Go ahead, sir.
And you know what's crazy? Because as a man, that actually pisses me off a little bit, right?
And
the reason why it pisses me off, because then you dump drugs into my community, right? And tell me this is a way to make money. And you expect me not to sell it?
Right.
My kids every single day is telling me, "Daddy, I'm hungry.
Right.
I need new clothes." The kids are making fun of me.
Right.
My toes are coming out of my socks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why is it so cold in the crib? The heat is off. This, and that. And you got these kids and if you got a woman that in your ear about it, and then you put drugs into the community and expect me not to sell it.
Right.
This was systematic.
Right.
They did this so they created a situation, right? So a catalyst to crime, so you can sell the drugs, so they can put you back into slavery.
Right.
And then once they put you back into slavery, they put you back for a time and then push you back into regular society, and now you're a felon. Now you can't get certain jobs, you can't get certain benefits, you can't get certain insurances, you can't get certain things when it comes to a car, whatever the heck it is, even medical insurance.
Right.
So now what do? You do what you know.
You do what you know.
And then guess what? You go back. You go back. Man.
And that's a heavy point, because listen, that's part of the curses. That's part of the curses, which I know brothers and sisters here bring out time and time again about, the things that let us know it. Listen, all of these horrible things that happen to us and that, that have happened to us in the past and what's happening to us now is horrible. But this is the good thing about it. Those are all signs biblically that we are the children of the Most High.
Damn right.
These are all signs biblically, like in this book. This is not a religion. This is us in this book. We can find our salvation. We can know what it is. Being saved isn't some hooky spooky thing. Being saved is being saved from the devil. You understand? And we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this, man, because there's so much to come out with this, man. And if I could, man, I would love to do the part 2. I gotta bring all of this out. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna read a little bit more of this right here, verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Right? Forever. It says they shall be cut off forever. So please, just what we got right now from this, we learned who the devil is. We know who they are. We know that they are the evil and the wicked in the earth, right? But the last thing that I just read right there, and we're gonna have a part 2 on this. We're gonna do the part 2 on this, Lord's willing. But what we just read right there, it says they will be cut off forever. The Lord is going to cut the white man off.
Right.
I understand that your mother's white. I'm not telling you don't love your white mother or your white grandmother. I'm not saying don't do that. But listen, she's cooked.
Right.
She's cooked. She's done for. Love her, respect her, because she's your mother, she's your grandmother, she's your aunt. Mm-hmm. You can love her. There's nothing wrong with it. She's your cousin. Right. He's your cousin. Listen, they're cooked. Right. Just don't get in the way of Christ and them 144,000 right. and those millions upon millions of legions that he's going to bring down to set us free, because you're going to get ran over with him. Right. Understand that. So love your Mimo. You understand what I'm saying? You can love your pawpaw. Love him. But guess what? If he ain't part of these 12 tribes, he's toast. Right. Because the Lord does not see a difference between him, because he chose. If anything, the Lord is even more madder at him, because he gave up. He just threw away his own people. You supposed to have been over here with them. What you cowering over here for? Taking advantage of these people for? You still taking advantage of us. When a white man marries a sister or a black brother marries a white woman, those people are taking advantage of our people. You're still stealing. You're still being a thief. You understand? But just know this, they cook, man. They cook. And I ain't talking about without season. The Lord got plenty soul. He gonna cook them. He gonna cook them to the they invited to the real barbecue. They invited to. You understand? The Lord, and we're gonna bring that out in the second part, man. But the Lord is going to cut them off. And in the next class, we're gonna show what it means to be cut off, how they're going to be cut off. All right. It's coming up on the time. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions they want to ask?
And
On the class, go ahead, sir.
And if I may, brother, because like I said, what you're saying is heavy because these people have to be cut off forever.
Right.
Like these people can no longer exist. Like their entire existence is the reason why we as a people, as so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have so many problems and so many health problems,
right,
and so many issues in relation to just making decisions. The entire planet Earth has suffered under the hands, right, of our oppressors, especially the so-called white man, which is Edom, Adawam in the Hebrew, the so-called white man, the Roman, the Idumean from Idumea. Like it's really important to understand that because the world would really be a better place if Blacks and Latinos and Native Americans were in charge. We would not treat people the way everyone else treats us.
Right.
That's what makes us better than them.
Right.
Absolutely, you're going to pay. You're going to pay for your crimes. You're going to pay for what you've done for us. And when that time is up, we're not going to treat you the way you treated us.
Right. Right.
You're going to be able to live comfortably. Why? Because our God's going to get rid of the problem, which is our oppressor, which is the white man. I remember in the world, right? I was nothing but 16, 17 years old, right? I was a manager at McDonald's. And the reason why I was bringing that up earlier, because I was trained how to manipulate the schedule because you were not allowed to be able to have certain people to work more than 40 hours a week or 80 hours every 2 weeks.
Right.
The only people who were allowed to work 40 hours a week or 80 hours every 2 weeks were the managers and your district managers. They were the only people. So if you wanted to even make, just to be able to get paid for a full week's worth of work or 2 weeks worth of work, you had to become a manager. And that's how you create monkeys in a barrel or crabs in a barrel, just snatching each other down, fighting your way to the top, fighting your way to get a management position because you know it first pays more and you get a full week's of pay. Like our oppressor creates a system for us to fight each other in a way to be against each other, and we don't even realize it. That's why it's important. That's why when you brought out Obadiah 1 all the way to verse what? We stopped at verse 10 or something like that.
At 10,
right? Verse 10 is so heavy because it explains our oppressor to the T.
Right.
When it talks about him right to the T. When you brought out him being the death adder, right, being the serpent or a snake in relation to the death adder, you're not even going because a death adder is a type of snake that it doesn't have a rattle, so you won't be able to hear it coming.
Right.
And we don't hear our oppressors coming the way they do. Only if you listen to the men of the Lord, you will be able to see or be able to be protected by the men of the Lord.
Right.
Because we were given the sight to be able to see how to stop the death adder.
Damn right.
That's why it's important for us to rule and judge our communities.
Right.
We're not going to unalive you because you sinned.
Right.
Because that's because Jesus Christ died on the cross.
Right.
Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Right, but we will keep certain people out of our neighborhoods.
Okay,
we will keep the pedophiles out. Right. We'll keep the unalivers out. Right. We'll keep the gangbangers out. They can do that in the white cities. Right, they could be the mafia in the Black Soprano family in the white cities. Right, you get in the white part of town, but in the Black part of town, we're not going to have all this drug dealing. Exactly, we're not going to have the Bloods and the Crips and the Latin Kings and the Lords and the Vice Lords. We're not going to have any of that. So what you're saying is so heavy because all of that is by design from our oppressor to keep us at the bottom, to create crabs in a barrel, right? To keep pulling, teaching us how to pull each other down. So yeah, like I said, very heavy.
Damn right,
this class is very heavy.
Damn right. The water circle. The Lord willing, like I say, we'll have that part 2. We coming up on the time. I'm gonna read these security announcements. All right. And the water to everybody in the comments, man. The water to everybody for coming in with the class, man. We appreciate y'all, man. It's cold as hell here in Norfolk right now in Virginia. You know what I'm saying?
I'm working on it.
So we gonna go ahead. I'm gonna read these security announcements, man, and we gonna close out the class, man. The water once again, everybody. This is ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for a year. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After a year, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Go ahead, sir.
I finished. I'm gonna let you finish the announcements, but before, because I gotta press the button, so I gotta say this. And don't think it's just for like the McDonald's workers and McDonald's workers too. They do the same thing to RNs, LPNs, medical assistants, and CNAs. And those are black jobs. They even do that for people who work at daycares and who take care of their children, which are Black, Latino, and Native American jobs.
Right.
We pioneer being teachers, daycare owners, obviously RNs, LPNs, CNAs, medical assistants, being phlebotomists and lab techs and x-ray techs and things like that. And the way they manipulate the schedules, they will work you to the bone and you barely get paid. Right. And then of course, like I said, once you make too much money before taxes, it's not about after taxes, it's about before taxes. You don't even qualify for certain benefits. So what do sisters do? Sisters that are RNs, RNs went to college for 4 to 5 years to get a certain degree, and they still have to work a second job. Right. They have to, and they're still, and they're working overtime on those floors. Right. At Santerra Hospital, at Chesapeake General, they're working overtime on those floors, and they still have to get a second job. That is egregious. And then our oppressor turns around and says it's not a professional degree. Right. So, Salaki, that's the end of the class, but Salaki.
Man, listen, man. Hey, listen. Listen, whenever the Lord give me a chance to teach, this is what I try to do. I try to help bring out that emotion, you know what I'm saying, from the men above me, you know what I'm saying? It lets me know I've done my job, you know. I can look forward one day to oil being poured on my head and raised up. Damn right. Damn right, man. All right. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18, verse 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means 10 in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is Hanukkah. Is that this week, sir?
Wait. It's December. God damn, it kid snuck up on me. Let me see, the 14th. So that is this week on Sunday.
This Sunday. All right. So brothers and sisters, check your bulletin boards in the schools and get with your camp leaders to see what all you need so we can rock out and get that underway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. With that, we're gonna stand and get the highest ranking man in the room a salute. All right. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh. All right, turn, face the sisters. We're gonna get one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema Thumb by Hashem Yahweh. All right. Got Matar with that, class dismissed. All right.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.